When AR becomes dangerous, do developers pay enough attention to ethical and moral issues? And what impact will this have on the future of AR in gaming, film, and transportation? I will describe the theoretical background of games and movies in the form of video articles, analyze and summarize them using real-life cases. Afterwards, I will discuss issues of privacy rights regarding AR and VR, as well as the impacts of AR/VR on future gaming and film directions. I will ask questions to respondents related to games and movies. These interviewees are game art directors and media of creators of short videos. I discovered this website, IAPP. This is the world's largest privacy community and resource. There are many survey reports on privacy behaviors here, one of which is about privacy risks and the suggestions involved in VR and AR. XR, sometimes referred to as an extended reality, is an umbrella term of use to encompass AR, VR, and MR, as well as other future immersive reality applications, technologies, or experiences. In part 3 of this book, the author points that XR can directly collect the data and track user behavior in terms of privacy, especially the information of special users, which is also a concern for consumers. Some VR and AR devices, such as headphones and applications directly obtaining permissions, is also more concerning. Researchers at the University of California, Berkeley have found that gesture and head movement data are equivalent to facial recognition and fingerprint recognition. This statement has raised many privacy issues. These VR/AR devices may store data on shared servers, gaming applications, and virtual conference platforms, all of which may lead to privacy breaches. Another privacy issue for AR/VR is when it's possible and when it's confidential. Behavioral economist Alexandra Aguista explained that as data continues to increase, it makes easier for devices to recognize faces, which may be online ultimately linked to personal data. This is a threat. As AR/VR becomes increasingly common in people's lives, user identity, privacy sightings, and encrypted communication will become more important. Through this statistical chart, we can find that in consumer sector, video game media has the highest proportion in the AR/VR industry. Consumers believe that the AR/VR has the greatest contribution in this sector, which means their expectations in their corporate and public sectors believe have higher expectations for health and AR/VR technology. Although the gaming industry and AR/VR have promising prospects for future development, there are still many people who believe that AR devices pose risks and privacy issues. According to the statistical results of this chart, both consumers and IT professionals are concerned about privacy issues and feel that using such devices poses significant risks. According to the survey by internet professionals shows in the United States, today's society is still in early stages of virtual interaction. Infosectoring summarized the data privacy risks related to the AR/VR. 1. Collection of personal data. 2. Lack of transparency and control. 3. Security vulnerabilities. 4. Use of personal data of targeting advertising. 5. Sale of personal data to third parties. Afterwards, I interviewed some professionals, someone whom I consider our leader in game industry and creators in video media. I prepared 3 questions to listen to their ideas. As a game art leader, have you ever been exposed to VR and AR devices before? What kind of devices? What do you feel about them? What are the specific feelings, physical or psychological? The first one is Liu Hui, the game art leader. Let's hear his thoughts.
对游戏来讲，沉浸感最强的是VR 设备，因为它是全封闭的。然后 AR 设备呢，它可能更轻度一些。
移动的过程中，你通过 VR 设备去游玩的过程中，你看到东西在移动，但你身体没有移动，你的小脑就会产生那种画面跟你真实体感的一种冲突。大约你游玩10分钟左右，90%的人就会产生眩晕、呕吐感。所以这种游戏没有办法大规模的，就是让你沉浸式的去玩一款3A 大作。
What are the differences in perception between AR and VR devices? AR is a modification of VR which includes a combination of both real and virtual elements. The most significant aspects of AR is that the virtual elements add relevant and helpful input to physical information available in the real world. From the bar chart, we can conclude that the two devices can provide users with different experience in terms of immersion, perspective, environment, and presence. 2. Based on your experience, are you concerned that the prolonged use of such devices may have impact on personal privacy?
就我目前的使用场景来讲，我目前没有这方面的担心啊。首先，我一般都是在家里面玩，不会带出去。就是对于我现实中的周遭的隐私，这个我是不担心的。然后但是对于设备来讲的话，我觉得我也不会，目前来讲我也不会特别担心。可能这方面更多适用于联机游戏，就是多人对战游戏的一个网络游戏账号。但是我目前接触的这种游戏来讲的话，因为 VR 现在还是个小众产品啊，并不会对它有多少隐私上面的担心。
好的。
那就看你用什么样的 VR 设备。你要说像我刚才上述的那种 VR 设备，你只是你自己在跟你自己玩，你是不存在窃取任何人隐私的。但是如果你有点像宝可梦那样的戴上一个 VR 眼镜，你能看到并且收集到周围的环境的那种眼镜，那你就可能涉及到一些别人的隐私。而且这种设备在推广的过程中啊，受不同国家的法律限制，有的国家就视为非法，它可能就禁止你使用。这样作为一个游戏发行者的话，你可能只能在某些区域国家使用这种他认为不。
Through interviews with respondents, it can be concluded that users of VR/AR devices still worry about privacy issues, but this depends on local laws and devices permissions. For AR/VR devices, privacy issues generally arise from the user's voice recognition, visual recognition, and location recognition. Some can record conversation between users and potentially transmit files to third parties. Visual recognition, such as eye tracking technology, can record videos and obtain information about the surrounding environment, while possibly sending the user's location to the server. This potential biometric data and the latest eye tracking technology may be what developers need to protect more. With the development of AI technology and the increase of data, the learning ability of AR/VR devices has also been improved. If devices can manipulate human voices and faces, they can combine a fake shot into similar real shot. It will become increasingly difficult to distinguish a human eye. If developers can easily obtain someone's profile picture and personal information using data, they can control identity to engage in illegal activities. 3. As an experienced game developer, how do you think we can improve the privacy and security of VR and AR games?
我觉得主要是想，能通过 VR 设备或者 AR 设备，能够获取什么隐私？它能够获取我们什么隐私？然后通过哪些方面去获取我们的隐私？然后我们的游戏对于这些就是需要获取隐私的功能，是不是完全需要？通过这几点来，我觉得是来保护我们的隐私。比方说，如果我们需要开启游戏有的功能需要开启你的，
这个问题我没有考虑过，因为就是说 你如果是但凡是涉及收集这个那个环境这种设备，它就必定会侵犯到隐私，只不过是受限于当地的法律的容忍程度。有的地方可能无所谓，有的地方可能那个介意，不是说受你主观可控的，你是无法控的。只要你的游戏是需要收集周围环境的，你就一定会，
它就一定会摄取到这些信息，是吧？
对对，一定会摄取到，对你一定会侵犯到别人的隐私，无法避免。
Third question, some scholars have provided suggestions. For AR, it involves more related industries, such as entertainment, construction, healthcare, and transportation. 1. Do not highly disclose sensitive information. 2. Use VPN to services to access user identities and data. 3. VR and AR devices maintain the latest firmware. 4. Install antivirus software to avoid the virus threats. Analytics provide developers with more academic suggestions. Create a better and stricter regulatory environment to address user privacy issues. 2. Provide guidance on privacy laws related to VR AR devices. 3. Develop detailed rules to prevent new injuries and risks. 4. Encourage users to voluntarily practice protecting privacy. The development of a world today, the technology of virtual reality and augmented reality is constantly improving. Many companies are starting to use this technology to develop new innovative projects, reducing the difficulty of development. This will allow the more beginners to enter the field for learning. Although VR and AR technologies inevitably obtain privacy, I believe that in the future, these technologies will become more mature and privacy and security issues can be solved in the end.